Hello and welcome to my channel again. Today I'm going to just talk about source of wealth and source of funds. This is something that's quite vital in any business when you're actually doing KYC checks. Mostly used in not really low risk SDD cases, but majority of the time it's definitely used for medium and especially high risk EDD cases. But of course, it would vary from client to client, company to company. So, also, this is a important aspect in regards to when you're having interviews, because most of the time, they it's a likely question they will ask. So I'm gonna just go over source of wealth first. So source of wealth is basically how you get money. So for someone who's rich, or if someone is invested into a business, you want to know where that money has come from. So it could be from, like, for example, inheritance from your parents passing away or grandparents, or selling a property, or basically a divorce settlement, or winning the lottery. So it could be from various avenues, and we need to find out exactly where that money has come from. Just to kind of give you a brief outline between source of wealth and source of funds. Source of funds is basically details of the bank account you're obtaining that wealth from. So so let's just say that the individual is like a millionaire or billionaire, for example. He would be actually publicly known, and there would be more likely something advertised in Forbes, for example. So a lot of companies can accept websites like Forbes, and you can obtain more information from there about that individual's wealth, as well as more information about the source of funds. So just to focus on what is required when you're looking at source of funds, or source of wealth, my apologies. Uh, you would look into, for example, one, savings of salary. So they could be working somewhere, and all their money or their wealth has come from working in high places or well-known places, or government. So it could be all kind of senior roles, for example. So that would be one of the aspects. And basically what you would need to prove that would be or original or certified copy of the payslip, for example, um, um, a letter from the employer confirming their salaries. You could use the latest audit accounts or company bank statement. So it could be various things. Also, another example of source of wealth is basically sales of shares or other investments, liquidation of investments portfolios. This could be by certified investment or savings certificates, or signed letter from the solicitor, or certified copy of the sale contract. Um, and that would be sale of property. Inheritance, like I mentioned earlier, that could be a grant of probate, or signed letter from the solicitor. Another example would be company sales. So basically, what you'll need is a contract of the contract of the sale, a copy of the contract, or a letter from the solicitor or regulated accountant. Um, Also, another way of obtaining source of wealth would be from company profits. So if you've got the latest certified audited accounts, those audited accounts in a lot of companies now, they ask for audited accounts which are within like the first or the last 6 months. And some places ask for the last 12 months, which is fine. But if it's last 6 months, you sometimes usually have trouble with that. And then you might need to get just a signature to say that, and that remains the same, and it's still the latest audited accounts from the actual client. And then, of course, last of all, another example would be a gift. Someone's given you a donor source of wealth. So that could be another example of source of wealth. Also on source of funds. So basically, generally this word is used when a firm uses its internal reserves to satisfy its necessities for cash. So source of funding include credit, venture capital, donations, grants, savings, taxes, and so on. So for EDD scenarios, need to be verified the source of funds. So most of the time, for source of funds, you would probably just want to use pretty much the financial accounts, and that would outturn your profit and loss and your pretty much your balance sheet, which would be the most likely scenario. Most of the time you can obtain this information from Company House if it's a UK business, or you'll probably have to go to the client otherwise to obtain that information. So this was a brief short video just to kind of give you a high level outline of source of wealth and source of funds, and